Because, niggas be getting their accounts hacked and all of that, and it'd be other people in there typing. So we don't even know if this is Ja Rule. But I know this is coming from Ja Rule's account.
Uh-huh. Yo, hold on. Let me go. Hold
on. Zip with the clip.
Zip with the clip. I didn't get. But listen to this part though. Zip gonna let him hard. This right.
The views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. It believes it's a pit bull. So around here we refer to it as pit cat. In this video, we're gonna be talking about that paperwork that Ja Rule just dropped with 50 Cent name all in it. Yeah, let's get to that. But before we do, start off on the like button, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I drop these videos and all that. All right, so boom, for the past few days, you already know, you patched into the patch. You know I've been dropping videos in regards to the Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef, you heard? So, in this latest installment, Ja Rule decided to put that paperwork back up. So now check it out. In regards to this paperwork, right? I went to jail September 2002. Think about what I'm telling you. I went to jail September 2002. 50, that summer, he was taking off, you heard? Signed with M like the end of the summer. It came on MTV News like the end of the summer. 50 had signed with Eminem and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it was on. I got locked up September 02. Wankster had already been out. You know what I'm saying? Wankster had already been out for like a whole year already. While I was on the island, he dropped the Wankster video. And he had his son. He had his son with the little Barbie doll, the Ja Rule Barbie doll, with the guitar piece on and all that. Threw it in the garbage, and it was on after that. It was up for the Murder Inc. after that. You heard? They was going back and forth. So during this time, Ja Rule and them is calling 50 Cent a snitch. Oh, yo, he a rat, he a snitch. We got the paperwork, blah, 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 blah. He signed an order of protection, whatever. Mind you, we in jail. None of them is in jail. So it's not like the paperwork is in jail with us. They outside in the town with this paperwork, you heard? We in jail. We just hearing about it. They talking about it on Hot 97, Power 105.1. They mentioning it in all of the XXL, Source magazines and all of this. They it's a big deal that 50 had an order of protection that 50 supposed to be on blah, 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 blah. That was a big deal, you heard? I must admit, I am one of the people who never saw said documents with 50 supposedly signed an order of protection against these dudes. Right? In this latest installment of the beef, I'm talking 25 years later, Ja Rule posts some paperwork. The paperwork is from March 24th, 2000. The paperwork is from March 24th, 2000. Now, when Ja Rule posts this paperwork, this is what he says. 50 Cent, go ahead and lie. Tell these good people that the paperwork is fake so I can send this next shot. We got receipts, boo-boo. You know what I mean? So this is what he said. And then he got the rat emoji up there. And it's like, are you implying that 50 Cent is a rat because of these papers right here? Let's read these papers, right? So boom.
Steve, you always buy books, but I never see you reading.
Paperweights. Hey, do you mind getting this? Because I only have euros.
My pleasure, because I earn unlimited 2% cash back.
Yep. You're born.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here. You ready?
Yeah, you see that shit that Terrence Howard said, though?
like it was
Yeah.
relevant.
I played it.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah, you missed it.
A particular part
Oh, man.
with the arrows
You
pointing with
know,
the
man.
little rat emoji.
I'm doing it over
The
here.
arrows pointing to this particular part. So this is the particular part of the paperwork that they want us to focus on. I guess the rest of this paperwork is irrelevant, you heard? So for the sake of the beef, for the sake of the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef, it's irrelevant. Ja Rule circled that part with the rat emoji and all of that. So let's read this part. The opponent states that he is informed by Giscard Bondo of an address known to the district attorney's office that informant observed each of the above described defendants acting in concert with each other and with other, it looks like unidentified individuals, repeatedly punch about the face and body of informant Curtis Jackson, Marvin.
Sticky
And then
fingers,
it cuts
please.
off, as you can see. That comma denotes they are done talking about the informant. Punches about the face and body of the informant, comma, Curtis Jackson, comma, Marvin, and then it cuts off. We don't know what it says. However, if this is the paperwork that they've been saying they had with 50 Cent name on it all of these years, these niggas be bugging. Who did they show this to? And from the streets that had the niggas in the streets like, yo, y'all got a valid paperwork with this nigga name in it. This not saying 50 Cent is a rat or a snitch or none of that. How you call somebody a rat, put the paperwork up, and the paperwork actually exonerates the man from being a rat? Since when they saying the informant and then they say the government name? The government name. They calling the nigga the informant throughout the paperwork, and then they just say his government name. Where they do that at? That's what's that they call him informant. The opponent states that he is informed by Giscard Bondo of an address known to the district attorney's office that informant observed each of the above defendants, each of the above described defendants acting in concert with each other and with other unidentified individuals repeatedly punch about the face and body of informant Curtis Jackson, Marvin. Y'all don't know how to read paperwork? Y'all can't comprehend what y'all read? See that? Like, yo. I know a lot of people. I don't know. I don't know. How could this? How could they mistake this as 50 Cent told in this paperwork right here? That don't sound like 50 Cent told, even if you being biased in a situation like 50's a rat. Then you read this out loud and it's like, hold on. That's not really saying 50's a rat. Even if you being biased, even if you on Ja Rule's side, how could you look at these papers and say that? So now this goes back to what I said. This goes back to what I said in a previous video in regards to the situation when Ja Rule was saying, oh, all of your shows is trash. You had one good album, the rest was trash. You were trash, right? When Ja Rule went on that tirade, right, said all of those things about 50 Cent, right? I said, is that how you really perceive it? Is that how you really perceive it to be? Or is that how you want it to be? Like, like, do you really wish he only had one good album? Because The Power of the Dollar was fire. Get Rich or Die Trying is a classic. The Massacre is a good album too. Curtis, I got a few good. If you want to say that, after that, whatever. But that's three good albums we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We want to say he got all his shows is trash. Power is not trash. Raising Kanan is not, to me, is not trash. For Life, that was on ABC, is not trash. You understand what I'm saying? So that's 3 shows right there that's not trash. What other shows he got? You understand? BMF? Who think that's trash? Y'all think that's trash? It was a hit show. Now I'm saying the Tommy show, I don't really like that. I'm saying, but it do good when it come on. Somebody else like it. You feel me? So I'm saying when he's saying these things, is that how he really perceive it, or is that how he want it to be? So now when we see this, you really thought 50 was a rat, or is that what you wanted? I want him to be a rat because he was wilding on these dudes at the time. You heard? Yeah. First of all, they started calling him a rat because of Ghetto Quran. Anybody that listens to Ghetto Quran and then you turn around and call 50 Cent a rat, you probably never did nothing in the streets. You definitely ain't from the Queens area, and I'm saying the New York City, Queens area. You definitely ain't from around there. If you listen to that song, everybody that was outside already knew everything that was in that song. That was public information. Most of them dudes had already been to jail, came home off of those cases, all types of stuff. Like that. It was already public information, you heard? But they started calling him a rat off of that. So a lot of real gangsters, a lot of real hooligans, a lot of real thugs, because it's a difference between thugs and gangsters. That's a whole topic for another video. But the gangsters and the thugs, the hooligans, they hold up, man. Hold up, man. Y'all calling him a snitch because of some shit he said on a song that's not snitching? Now I'm saying that's not snitching. Like we heard Tupac saying such and such shot me, such and such had me shot. We heard him saying that on songs. And these dudes ain't call him a snitch, but y'all gonna call 50 a snitch for saying things that was public information. People who had already went to jail, came home off of all of that. Like, you understand? So we ain't understand, but that's irrelevant. Back to this paperwork. In this paperwork, it's saying that the informant told the police that he got beat up, and him, 50, and Marvin. I assume Marvin is Tony Yayo. I think that's his name. Marvin Bernard. I think that's his name, you heard? That's what the informant is telling the police. Him, Curtis Jackson, and Marvin got beat up by the described individuals and other unidentified individuals. You understand? Like, I don't know. I never in my life saw a nigga say, yo, you a rat, nigga. Look at the paperwork. Nigga put the paperwork up and it's saying actually that the nigga's not a rat. Let's get to that.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money selling yoga mats.
Yo, let's get to that, man. How's our boy 50 a rat, man?
So what? He's saying he's a rat?
That's what I think I said that Ja Rule trying to say it. Because
Ja Rule just hurt.
He butt hurt. He mad because Diddy locked up, and Irv Gotti get there, so he don't got nobody playing his record no more. That's all that is, bro.
Great.
Nigga feels hurt. He missed Ja Irv. You heard me? He missed Ja Irv, bro.
Did he?
You know where it is. He missed him. It was his boo-boos.
That's crazy that Gene Deal said that.
And Gene Deal, that's my bro. My bro don't lie.
And then you got
my bro, he don't lie. But yo, y'all, check this out, man. I had to do this show, man. Got 2 hours in. I'm gonna thank everybody that came on the panel. My boy Mac Mezzle, My bro Cross the Boss, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Thanks y'all for coming and showing love. This is King, New Jersey. It's BTB TV. Hold up.
I want to check the Terrence Howard thing, but you know it's all good.
Hold on. You want to check Terrence out? Hold on. No, we can do that. Matter of fact, we can do that. Hold on 1 second. Yo, Winston is my man, my brother. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. Terrence Howard, did he?
Yeah, right. You think he's gonna get enough roles now? Now that he did that, I think he already knew that.
Here we go, bro. Here we go.
What's the material you want to work on? Just looking at it. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, we
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no
hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at it. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. He's sitting there, just looking at it, like waiting. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you notice to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. You know, when you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will expect. So always be the man in the room.
Did you ever?
There you go. What you think about that, bro?
Big facts, big facts.
Terrence Howard,
Puffy was always saying that Terrence Howard was playing him in that show there. What's it called again?
Empire.
Yeah, Puffy used to always say, "Oh, he's playing. He's playing Mike. He's portraying my life and all that."
But he wasn't gay Empire. Puffy the game for life.
You know what I mean?
Terrence Howard was a gay Empire. So I don't know how he was portraying that.
That's what I'm saying. The son was gay, you know.
Yeah.
Lee Daniel made that show, you know. So
I know Lee Daniel, he's a flaming homosexual. What? I'm lying.
That's a fact. So ever since Daniel Puffy was looking at him, looking, you know what I'm saying? Puffy's a dirt bag, man. Yeah, I remember that.
Puffy look at him like a snap. Come here, you red bone light skin man. Puffy like the red bone. Puffy like the red bone.
This nigga's case is coming up. You think he got a chance?
Mm-hmm.
I think Cassie's coming to testify on it.
Yep. Cassie testify.
Yep. Do you see he got Young Thug's lawyer?
Oh, you do?
To defend him now? Yeah.
Oh shit. He think he coming home.
That dude,
He think he about to come home. You ain't Young Thug.
Brian Steele cat. He said, I ain't snitching on Young Thug. Put me in the same cell with him. And that's what it is, man. Terrence Howard speaking right shit, you know.
Yeah.
Don't give up your manhood. Nobody. No amount of money.
Facts. What's up?
Niggas is like that.
Let me end it, vlog. Like I handle my business. But y'all, appreciate y'all for coming up, bro.
Word up, word up. We're going to do this again.
Most definitely. King, New Jersey, BTBTV, and the Mac Mizzle Show in the building. Be prepared. We on it. And then before I end the show, let me say our anniversary is tomorrow. So let me say happy anniversary to my wife. If y'all want to donate to the anniversary celebration, my Cash App is in it. It's in the thing, and my Cash App up. It's in the description.
Yeah.
It's the anniversary, so you know what I'm saying. Let's get it popping, yo. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah.